Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Texas A&M Aggies against the Alabama Crimson Tide. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll... The 25. Heading left after the handoff. He's got some space. Look out. He goes out of bounds, but a nice play moves the ball to the 45.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Owens. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Handoff from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
He shreds the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
And they will try out the field goal team here. He missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Chris, this is an extension of what I saw in warm-ups. It was a struggle. There were a lot of missed kicks, and here he comes out, and in the live game, he misses it again. I'm sure his confidence is going to be low, and now the trust factor. Is the coach going to put him out there for another kick? Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
Scanning the field. It's Russell. Looking to scramble. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The punt team making their way on the field. kicks it away, and this is a great punt. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Open field ahead. He breaks into the clear. Here he goes at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. They draw first blood in this national title game. And for this offense, that possession was more like it. Maybe they flushed out some of the early nerves in this championship game. Really executed that time to jump on top.
I totally agree. That first series, it really didn't look like them. We've covered them all year long, in particular down this stretch run. And that first series really wasn't what they were all about. But this is the brand of football that we have seen over the last few weeks. It's efficient, it's physical, and in particular on the outside, these guys can go and get it. So beautiful drive right there and sticking it in the end zone, garnering that early momentum, huge for a national championship game.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
First down and 10 now. Now here's the toss play. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Stop right there at the line. No gain. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. To throw, it's Russell. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled there, but he has enough for the first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Breaking into the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Throws off the stiff arm on the way to a solid gain.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on first down, move the chains on 2nd and 3rd down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick. He's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4.
This has got to be so frustrating for a defense. You've got them way behind the chains. But now they get a completion, and they can go for it on 4th down. It's time to bow up and get off the field.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
That can be frustrating as an offense. Feel like you've got points, put yourself in field goal range, and go out there and miss it. He was money in warm-ups. I did not see him miss a kick when I was down on the field pregame. And here we go in the live situation, and he misses it.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
What a really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Scanning the field. It's Reed. On the move now. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
A sack like that on second down is a drive killer. Now third and forever. And now this pass rush, you know it's going to have their ears pinned back. You are in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnovers happen.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And that one falls incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number 1. As we break for the quarter, it's Texas A&M on top. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And the Aggies will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. Look at the leg strength, a booming punt. And he fields it at the 15. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. First down, looking to throw the football. Here comes the rush. Oh, they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact.
This is a really poor decision. You've got to manage the game as a quarterback, make your offense right. Here, it's the first play of the drive, and as soon as you break contain and you're outside of the pocket, you can...
And that's going to be a safety.
Chris, this is perfect defense by this defensive end. You're supposed to set a hard edge, and you can see as this quarterback is trying to get outside of the pocket to the right, that defensive end is just not allowing him to do it. He keeps his outside arm free, and he's able to get the sack for a safety.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Back to pass. It's Reed. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over.
Play action, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Tackled short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Takes the handoff again. He's got space. Here he goes. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum. They're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Bringing it out, it's Rodgers. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
Catch made in space. Look out. Sees an opening. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On the run, it's Hill. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, as a quarterback, sometimes you feel like you've just got no chance. I mean, the pressure is immense. We've seen it all day long. All these sacks that he's had to take in the backfield. And this pass rush is just owning the line of scrimmage. The offensive line better fix something, and they better fix it in a hurry.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama, as they answer with their first score of this title game. Lining up to try the extra point. DHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Dropping back. It's Reed. Moves out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
A quick throw out left, complete. It was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on fourth down on their own side. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. On first and 10, look at the throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A good rule of thumb for a quarterback is when you see a safety blitz, whether it's the free safety or the strong safety, replace the blitz with the ball. I don't think the quarterback ever saw it here. His recognition pre-snap, not very high.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
What a big conversion on third down. I know they were in field goal range, right on the outskirts of field goal range, but they wanted more, and they got a big completion, and now set up inside the 10, first and goal. That is a massive completion from this quarterback, and now they're set up to punch it in the end zone. This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside. Well, that's going to bring up third and goal, and now this offense has a decision to make. Do you stay on the ground, or do you try to throw this ball into the end zone? I personally believe you got to understand, do you...
Touchdown, tied. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
Chris, this is a really good answer from this offense here heading into halftime. They needed to cut this deficit, and they were able to do so, and now this looks like a very different game entering the second half. With this team getting the ball to start the third quarter, now's their opportunity to go out there and really put the pedal to the metal.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard. Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. It is first and goal. A great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama. To cap it off with a touchdown, we talked about the importance of this drive. Getting to the end zone before halftime, and now to get the football to begin the third quarter, Joel. What an opportunity.
That opportunity to double up is so massive. Every coach that we talk to, Chris, talks about the middle portion of the games and owning and winning the middle portion of these games, leading into half and then right out of halftime. Well, they've done half of that. Now can they capitalize early in the third quarter with another drive?
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Makes the catch and has space. Out of bounds at the 47.
Chris, this is the quarterback's best friend right here. This goes down as a throw and a catch. So it's just stat padding at this point. Beautiful job on the outside. You also have to credit that offensive line. They cut down the edge, and this little pop pass is able to get the edge and get down the field.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
And they've got him. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Can he make it to the marker? And he's not going to get there. Short of the first down. Breaks up fourth. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. It's a draw. On a tackle made, but it's enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
Well, on 4th and 1, you know what's coming, and if the defense is going to give you that option, then just take it. An easy run for a first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Reed. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. He'll try a pass here. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line tried to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, this first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field. Chris, this is an extension of what I saw in warm-ups. It was a struggle. There were a lot of missed kicks, and here he comes out, and in the live game, he misses it.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The Aggies will kick this deep to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up the third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that's certainly not what they drew up at halftime. You try to make adjustments as a coaching staff and really impress on your players. The importance of that first series of the third quarter, and that's just a terrible mistake by the quarterback and a huge turnover for the defense.
They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. They try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. The important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. The pass is intercepted. Got an opening here. Breaks it, and he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return.
This is just a game-changing play right here. Not only the interception, but the huge return on the back of it to set up the offense with great field position. Now they've got to capitalize and put this ball in the end zone. What a tremendous play.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. To the air, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Rodgers. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
As an O-line, you've got to do a better job of protecting your quarterback. I know they don't get to him with a hit or a sack, but here the timing of the play is clearly affected, and it leads to an incompletion.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, that's just a great job by the defense. Chris, that's a sudden change series. Off of a turnover, that defense has to go out there, and they're already in field goal range, and they hold them to a field goal. That is a huge win for that defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
He's past the marker and still going. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. And leaning on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. You get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
Looking to throw. It's Reed. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, I've never been a huge fan of the screen pass on first down because the defense is in base defense. Generally speaking, they're ready to defend the run or the pass. And to successfully throw a screen, you've got to get those defensive linemen up the field in an obvious passing situation.
Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. It's caught, he's breaking free. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got open space. He's got space on the left. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it. Well, I can see what they're doing here. They're trying to get themselves back on schedule and create a manageable third down situation, but the defense was ready for it. They're keying on this quarterback. They're keying on these option plays, and they are able to get a stop here and create an obvious passing situation. Now you're putting stress on your offensive line and that pass protection for this third down. Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's third down. You're trailing, have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. One, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football, you play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
They try to sneak it for the first.
It is so rare to see a loss on quarterback sneak. That just tells me that that defensive line absolutely won at the line of scrimmage. Low man wins. They get lower than that center, than the guard. They push everybody back right into the chest of the quarterback, and he's got nowhere to go.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense is still clicking. That could be the touchdown that seals it. This offense went right down the field, and a desperate defense, Joe, had no answer for him.
Chris, what we just saw was the definition of a championship drive. They did such a good job converting on third down, moving the ball down the field, and now ultimately in the end zone and really capping off what is a national championship season.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Look out, he's breaking free. Breaks into the clear. Oh, the football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. And suddenly they're across midfield at the 47 after that one big play. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for some space. It's Edwards. He's got a crease. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The first down on the ground has been something that's been hard hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Could take it all the way. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Bama. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
He's in a position, Chris, where he just has to force the football down the field, and the defense is taking advantage of that. What an incredible performance by this group, all around, offensively, defensively, and now certainly heading for a victory.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. Play action here on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
To throw, it's Reed. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field. Stopping the run is about being sound.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Receiver makes the grab. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
How sweet this must feel for this group to know that you're about to win the national championship. All that work that you put in throughout the entirety of the offseason, and here you're seeing that.
He's got space. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. He's got room to run. Look, headed for the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Powers into the end zone. See if they can convert the point after. Back to pass. It's Russell. And the pressure's on. And he makes the catch. The ultra-rare fake PAT for 2 points. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now.
That is not how you want to start this drive. Other than turning it over, that's about the worst thing that can happen. Now they're way behind the chains and they're off schedule. And Chris, at this point, you're looking to maybe get half of this back. The only thing that you should be trying to do on this second down play call is get to a position where you've got third and manageable to try to move the sticks. Well, clearly this is a little too late to start establishing the run game. This is what they needed to do in the first quarter. Now they're down by a bunch. It's a multiple possession deficit, and now they start running the football? That's just devastating.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
Trying for a fourth down completion. The pass rush closing in. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop. They're going to run the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Scooped up in the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway. It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Touchdown, Aggies. He wins the foot race to the end zone. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Zone. It's Rodgers. He stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And here's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an enormous achievement. National champions with a perfect record. That has been rare in the history of this sport, especially in the playoff era. Joel, think about that. What it took to get here. Never to stumble. Always to answer the challenge.
And Chris, it's never been harder in this era because of the 9 games in the conference schedule, the conference championship game. You've got to go through the entirety of the college football playoff. To achieve this, it's
This is Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Matchup between two teams ranked in the top 25, looking to climb even higher. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide against the Texas A&M Aggies. Great to have Holly Rowe join us, reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Looking to pass. It's Reed. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, Chris, that's one way to quiet this home crowd. This defense comes out and just immediately gets to the quarterback. This place was ready to go. Great energy here in the pregame, get their offense on the field to start the game, and then boom, it's a sack, and the air just left the building.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid game there.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
On the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Riley. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Got an opening here. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
A play like that on 1st down is a coach and quarterback's best friend. Now you got 2nd and inches, you can do whatever you want. I particularly love taking a shot here, maybe a heavy play action. Get the ball down the field, really force those safeties to defend that pass deep.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Hunt over the middle. It's Riley. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I really love what the offense is able to do here. Chris, they're able to keep themselves on schedule and avoid the obvious passing situation. They do that here by putting the defenders in conflict. These option plays allowing the quarterback to make the decision. He's able to get a nice gain here and create a manageable situation. Loves staying out of obvious passing, and they're able to do that, again, with conflict.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on 3rd down. They're able to move the chains.
Oh, look out, he's got open space. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled, and that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time. This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. Play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To the air, it's Reed. Oh, they've got him for a sack on third down.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on third and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Well, I know they want to go down there and punch it into the end zone, but that's a good start at home here in this ball game. You get down the field, kicker makes a field goal, you take the lead. Remember, this is about building into success and keeping this home crowd on your side.
On the jet sweep. The ball is loose. Falls on it himself to avoid disaster.
Well, he's got to be about the most relieved guy in the stadium, certainly. He fumbles this ball, and it's able to bounce right back to him. That is such a great bounce for this offense to maintain possession and try to create a little momentum. These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The shotgun running play call. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Third and short, they hand the ball off. He'll be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect a safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27. 7th play of the drive coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Well, here it is. This is exactly what we anticipated from this matchup, and this offense more in particular. We knew we were going to get these option concepts in the run game. This quarterback is a very good player, but the defense is ready for it. This defensive coordinator told us that their defense...
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Here comes the pressure. And they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense.
Finally, they're able to disrupt this passing game. This quarterback has been in rhythm. This offense has had a really good series. And you've got to do something. You've got to change up the look, change up the launch point, and they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and finally get him down to the ground. And now, at least you've got a better chance to try
will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Alabama. Great connection there for 6 points. Becomes the point after attempt. PAT makes the score 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Look out, he's got space ahead. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball for 31.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Now it's second down here. Throwing off play action. Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, we knew these outside linebackers were going to be a problem in the pass rush, and they are here again. On the blitz on the outside, these tackles are just not getting out there and securing the edge. Outside linebacker getting to the quarterback, and they get another sack.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw to his receiver. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
He's swarmed by the defense.
I feel like this quarterback is seeing the defense really well right now. He sees the blitz, and he's able to flush the pocket. And once he's outside of the pocket, what I love most is that he kept his eyes downfield. As the wide receivers start working back toward him, he's able to find the completion because of that. Great job with his eyes, and a nice job recognizing that blitz and getting out of the pocket. Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus, and that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator, and then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass, and he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense. Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick completion to the tight end. He's got some space. Look out. They can't stop him. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete for a third straight play.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They'll tackle him well short of the marker. Brings up fourth down. See if they try out the field goal team. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The lead remains at 8 after that miss.
I thought that was just outside of his range, and sure enough, it's just short. This guy is very accurate, but this is just a little outside of his range.
Using his legs, it's Owens. Gets the first and still running. He's got a crease. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense is moved into the red zone. First and 10 now for the offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. Open field ahead. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What an important touchdown for this group here before half. They're going to have to kick the ball off to start the third quarter, and there was a real opportunity where this game could spiral out of control, and now they're able to
extra point is good. Still down a point, 14-13. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Rodgers. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Bringing pressure. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do. As they talked to us in our meetings leading up to this game, they said, we got to hurry this quarterback, get him off of his spot, and disrupt the timing of the passing game. And here, he is clearly hurried by this pass rush.
As the first down is still going. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the back gets the football. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Toss play to the outside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Design quarterback run. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage, and this battle up front, they're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's...
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. A running play called on 4th down. Did not make first down yardage. A huge turnover on downs. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. The offense is set up with excellent field position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Takes off in a bootleg. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the move. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. One more play before they head to the locker room. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That's a great drive. Perfect call and execution to take the lead before halftime. Important because the other side gets the football, Joel, to begin the 3rd quarter.
I don't think you can overstate the importance of a drive like that and a score like that. All these coaches talk about the middle section of the game, winning right before halftime and then right out of halftime. And right here, taking the lead, knowing that you've got to kick it off to start the 3rd quarter, that is a massive moment. Now you can go in, make some adjustments, and really come out with a great defensive game plan for the early 3rd quarter drive.
They get him down to the 39-yard line after an excellent return. So that wraps up a wild first half. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here, take a break, and be back for the second half soon. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going. Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
And now the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Gets it away. It's a laser directional kick toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. There's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Here he goes. At the 30. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Texas A&M. There was no catching him that time. For the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. He knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense. And wow, as he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And he stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? To throw, it's Russell. He bought some time, now lets it go. Finds his man, it's Hill. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to go a little bit aggressive. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on 3rd down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Short pass finds the tight end. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Breaking into the clear. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, you know I love these type of throws from quarterbacks. They stand in there with great courage. He knows he's about to get hit, and yet look at the throw. He's able to get a nice big gain. These are the types of plays that really allow you to be a great leader for your teammates because they look at you and they know you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. You can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat, and here on third down, he's able to move the chains with a nice completion.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Here comes the rush. Oh, and he swarmed quickly. It's a sack.
Great job by the defense. Nobody fooled by the play-action pass. They get into the backfield and get to the quarterback.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Oh, the pocket collapsing. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line. A sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on third and long.
I have never loved play action on third and long. There's no conflict on the defense. They don't buy it. But what they do a great job of defensively here is staying in their lanes and keeping the quarterback in the pocket. He's got nowhere to go, and it's ultimately a sack. Great job by this defense all around.
And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Russell. It's caught. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Rodgers. Sees an opening. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown. Bama.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. First down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks it. Here he goes. The 30, at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line. Now, second rushing touchdown of the game. And I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. As we break for the quarter, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Rodgers. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
It's a good start to this drive, but they're going to need to push the ball down the field. In this situation, multiple possession deficit. They need to score quickly, right around that 2-minute mark, to feel comfortable about getting the ball back to come all the way back.
Second down after that previous play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying to find some room. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
This quarterback has been under duress all day long, and here it's much of the same. He's hit as he throws, creating the incompletion. They've got to shore up this protection.
That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And the pressure's on. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with his defense on fourth down. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And on the carry, he's heading left. Runs through the defender. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. To throw, it's Reed. Lets it go quickly, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is 3rd and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on 1st and 2nd down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on 3rd down.
Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
Chris, that's a great stop on 4th down, and the whole key for a defense in that situation is to pursue the football. Get multiple guys to the ball, and they're able to do that. Look at them run, make the tackle. They're destroying blocks. This group is playing hard.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
This is exactly what they need, Chris. They need to continue this rhythm right here. This quarterback makes...
Looking to throw it deep. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
Chris, how many times do we see this? You know the quarterback's got to start being aggressive. They've got a multiple possession deficit, and they've got to put the ball into more precarious spots, and it gets picked off here. Listen, this is just a product of game situation.
It'll end up being a safety.
I absolutely love the aggressive play call from this defense. You get down there right near the goal line. Why not be aggressive? They're able to blitz, get into the backfield, and create a safety.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion. This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to...
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Down. He's throwing for it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment. Leaning on the run game here. Look out, he's in the clear. They make the tackle. This running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Strong run keeps the drive going. First down now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear. The defense is feeding off of this, though. They see he's banged up, and they are going to keep coming after him. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. They'll give it to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Quarterback still with the football. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense starts with a short field. Scanning the field. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Great catch when they desperately needed it. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. And the Tide will now spend their first time out here. Chance to strategize for this second down play. Snags a quick throw. Oh, he's got open space. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Using his legs. It's Owens. He's got space. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Alabama will spend its second timeout here. A decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down? Back to pass. It's Reed. That's caught. It's Owens. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.